Ooh, new Mystery Palace.
Ooh.
Who knows what this could possibly be? Especially because the owner of it is just kind of like a bald guy. That's nothing. That
be
gives us
clear,
no indication.
Is it the guy from the athletic scene, like the coach from the previous scene with Maruki?
Well, he wasn't really a coach. He was more like that was the vice principal and middle-aged teacher, I believe his name was.
Okay.
Which would be a pretty hard ask to get the navigation app to look for middle-aged teacher.
Also,
In fact,
apparently he's got a rich inner life, though. Like, look at this palace.
he's a big fan of hair or something.
Yeah.
I mean, so you have one of the things I noticed as we were coming in here was you have all of the clues here. I think you know who Bald Man is. No, not that bald man.
Oh, okay.
Like, remember how the navigation app works, basically.
I don't remember how that works. I do not pay attention to that.
Need a name, a location, and whatever it's supposed to be, which thankfully, due to a couple that just kind of walked by, said, hey, it looks like a research lab. Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like, yeah, and then, yeah. Which is... Well, do you just want me to say it, or do you want to...
Is it Maruki?
It's Maruki.
Okay.
It's like, yeah. Look, she said her name, she said main character's name, and she said Dr. Maruki. Why is Dr. Maruki have a palace? I don't know. But like, here's the thing. You can look at these banners and all that sort of stuff, talking about like the destruction of the heart, or before this destruction of the heart, and also zoom in right there. Happiness, cognitive, science. Yep, it's Maruki.
Oh wow. Science.
By the way, that is the first time that we've seen the word science in the Japanese version.
It's such a dumb word.
And now they have confirmed that yes, that is in fact the official like translation of it. Thank you for doing that. Why does Maruki have a palace? I don't like. We're like at rank 7 of his social link. Why does he have a palace?
Maruki seems like such a nice guy too. Like he just wants to learn about this cognitive science.
Yeah, and I mean he has learned about the cognitive science apparently enough to create his own. Why does he have? I don't get it.
So maybe the thing is maybe because he's this professional or psychologist, he's figured out the secret to the palace. Maybe it's not like a signal of his evil; it's just a signal of his depth of character that he's been able to turn into.
But it's
turn his
explicitly
psyche into a science palace.
Well, actually, that would be interesting. But now you got to remember that it's like it comes about due to distortions of your perception of reality.
Oh, okay.
But how is his perception distorted in any way?
He doesn't know that we're the Phantom Thieves. I guess that's a pretty big distortion.
Would you consider that a distortion? Usually distortion is something along the lines of like megalomania or extreme guilt like Futaba.
Yeah. It's a good song.
No, you're not going to get any... Okay. That song is baller.
It's so fucking good. Like, that soundtrack is just good all around. I was watching some jazz pianist, like, just listen to it and just interpret it, and it's like, no, so just all of the tracks on that were really good, is the thing. It's like, just even, like, random, like, boss battles. Yeah, all the boss battles were good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, even some of, like, the lesser tracks that people don't really think about. It's like, I love Amalgam, the one that sounds basically like groovy Gigas. Which it's like, nobody ever talks about that one, but that's one of my favorite tracks in the game.
There's a ton of those. Like, I feel like they were doing the theme from the Underworld. You know what I'm talking about? I think the Genocide Run. No. The underground, like the lab.
The True Lab.
Yes.
Yeah, that is also a good spooky track. But I mean, Amalgam was the one for the enemies you encounter in the True Lab.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's right, because they were the amalgams. That's right, of course.
Yeah, the Amalgamates. The two tracks that's just like I feel like nobody ever talks about, but are both like super good, and also maybe some of the most Earthbound inspired of any of the other things in the game.
Yeah,
which I appreciate that sort of like nod, but also making it your own thing.
Yeah.
it's.
I also want.
I got nothing but good stuff to say. Well, I got nothing but good stuff to say about Undertale.
Yeah, same. And it's like I want to point out, like, the thing that they said about that the True Lab theme is that it's in 5/4, and as some commentators are pointing out, it's like it's actually Alfie's theme, but it's like a dark version of it. It's like just those little touches, like Red Letter Media. You don't notice it, but your brain does. Just like all that little stuff that they do with just.
Oh yeah, some of the time signatures are wild in that game. Like I think the battle against a true hero or something is like 6:13 or something. It's totally it's something like totally nonsensical, but it sounds great.
Yeah.
Also Zunpits, the Zun trumpet MIDI. Which again I appreciate a lot. Oh yeah, also that shadow had Maruki's hair, so that whole deal.
This is such a weird palace. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, like that looks like a cosmic horror.
He looks like sort of like a giant ant, but like a way bigger head and bat wings.
Kind of like a horse's head too.
Yeah, I can see that. A long face, if you would.
Yeah.
Say it.
Well, why? What do you think that they're...
Okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, they didn't give me... Look, they didn't give me any... They didn't give me any subtitles for what they're saying here. I wasn't going to listen close enough to try and transcribe that. I know Japanese text. I do not know Japanese language. Please forgive me. Look, I think contextually you can understand what it is. Yes. Well, anyway, 80 episodes in. Well, what was it, like 27 or something when we did where I did the first Royal episode. We're finally getting to Yoshizawa getting a Persona.
Mm-hmm.
Persona.
Now, she's not going to be like one of the main characters, of course, right?
No, of course not. I mean, she wasn't in the original game.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of rewriting.
That'd be a big retcon, yeah.
I mean, it's like... Well, I mean, it's not like, Yusuke's done much of anything in terms of, like, the major plot line for a while.
Yeah.
But that would also require them to, go back in between scenes, and they don't have a backspace key, so...
Yeah, but then again, you have to admit, like, who would miss Yusuke in the final scene? Like, Yusuke is my favorite character. I guess there are a few people I've seen say that.
There are definitely people who are.
I don't get it, but they're wrong.
I don't like Yusuke. I'll say it right now. Yeah, no, I don't like Yusuke.
Yeah, it's one of the things where I don't see any, like...
I kind of like Yusuke because I see him as a very real character.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I don't find him somewhat obnoxious.
Well, he's obnoxious, but he's also not unlikable in a very interesting way. Like, it's not like he's contributing a lot. Like, he's not like a guy you love to hate or something. It's like, no, he's just boring. He's just like a pretentious teenager art student.
Which in some ways I like, but I just... who knows? Also, yeah, this is a thing that's happening.
This is her gaining her persona, is that right, Yoshizawa?
Well, yeah, we never got this for any other character, but sure, whatever. Full on Sailor Moon. We're doing it.
Wow.
I mean, I guess you only have one character in the new expansion final mix, whatever you call it. You can go all out with the scene, or something.
This is pretty interesting.
That could be worse. Yeah. But yeah, no, Yusuke, it's like, I guess it's, I also don't really like any of the characters except for Ryuji. So.
Yeah, and Mishima.
That's kind of what it comes down to.
When it comes to party members, Ryuji and Morgana are really the only ones with a lot going on.
But Morgana has just... we talked about that last time, too, where it's just, man...
Mm-hmm.
He loves Big Brother now.
Mm-hmm. It's so cute that Morgana has like that sword that's like just a little bit too big for him, and then also just kind of like it's like curved down because he's not applying enough force to it or something.
I mean, a lot of I made that observation in the boss fight. I guess not last time, but the previous time about Haru always having her axe clip into the ground constantly.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I appreciate the fact that they do actually have the models for the weapons that dynamically change and everything like that. But sometimes they don't always work.
It doesn't look amazing sometimes. Yeah.
Occasionally. Man, for such a weird, yeah, like this Transformers Beast Wars looking guy, it's like sure is kind of an unimpressive fighter.
Well, I think they've got to do that because it's the Royal, and they don't know necessarily where the player will be at this point, so they can't make.
Well,
they can't.
I mean, they do because you're gonna be past the
I guess so.
dungeon.
Yeah, never mind. I guess it's invalid.
But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe you I would say that's like they don't want you to have to go through like big cutscene again, but then again, they did just give us a half-hour fight that was very much losable.
Yeah. They don't care about our time. Yeah.
Oh no, absolutely not. Not at all. Not even a little bit. In fact, there's a value add by adding more time to the clock that you have to play this game. Seemingly.
Now, will she know this out of character? So yeah, she's just it's her persona. So yeah. So, but she won't join us. That's pretty weird.
Well, that's an entire thing with like, characters. Even if they don't understand what a persona is, they instinctually know how to use it. I mean, everybody gets like the whole weirdo, super ninja dexterity and everything when it comes to jumping around on stuff.
Yeah.
As well as the ability to just like know how to cause their persona to cast ice. Oh hell yeah! Look at main character right here. Look at him go.
That is pretty funny.
I want that to be a thumbnail. I'm gonna try and edit together some thumbnail showing that off in particular. I don't. Every single time we do the whole like scene transition, that's one of my favorite parts of the game for some reason.
Well, we're just desperately clinging. We're looking for anything.
Even before I lost my optimism, that was one of my favorite parts of the game.
It was pretty deep.
Once again, it's like even as down as I get on this game, there's still a lot of stuff I like. I love the look of that phallus and everything. It's too bad it's already over.
Yeah. I love that it was like, I thought my favorite part was the stuff that looks like an academic conference, because that's exactly what they look like. That is like pitch perfect.
Yeah, the posters on the boards and everything.
Yes.
And the cognitive science.
Yes.
Using the word science, of course, very academic.
It looks like a very, it's like, it's like.
Why the fuck does Maruki have a palace?
Yeah. And I don't think they've explained that at all.
Oh, but oh no, I just realized we're gonna have to deal with some sort of like 10-minute cutscene where they're like, whoa, can you believe Maruki has a palace? Oh shit, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be, oh yeah, also another thing where it's just, oh yeah.
I love that.
I thought we were just gonna kind of accept that, and I was okay with that.
It's funny, I was looking at your full transcript at some point. I don't think it was the full, it was like the first 22 episodes, and I just saw,
it's the first 75 episodes now.
Okay, well I was scrolling through it, and I just remember like there's a scene where Ryuji was saying, your cat can talk? Like, they just do this with every character.
Well, I mean, I had the whole like predictions thing at one point, which did not hold up, unfortunately. Makes me sad about that. But there are still certainly plenty of things that still keep coming up over and over. One way or another.
It is weird. It does seem like they went to this game in order, so in a weird way, they're deviating from your predictions, but not in like a good way. Not in like, oh yeah, you're breaking expectations. More like they worked on this so long that a new group of writers developed a new set of cliches.
Like, honestly, that could be the case. You gotta remember this game was originally supposed to be released for the PS3, and then that was pushed to the PS4, and it's just like, I can imagine a lot of stuff changed in that time. Oh, right. Also, Yoshizawa has a sister that died or something. We never even like touched on that. Whatever.
I think she mentioned it early on, maybe. Like in her very first cutscenes. Like when you were at that park.
Well, with the full transcript thing, we can actually go and look at that right now.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link to.
Just find it. Let's just not.
Okay, fine.
I mean, we can do that
Let's take a look
later.
here.
Just
No, we're doing it right now.
Oh, we're doing this right now, of course. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. How did Yoshizawa end up finding? Okay, whatever then. Anyway. It's actually going to take a moment to open.
We're actually just looking at your browser instead of the episode.
Like we've never done that before.
Yeah, no.
Remember us looking up the Iron Maiden stuff?
I was looking up the Cormorants earlier in the last episode, which we're recording the
true,
same day because
true.
it's the Personocalypse.
It is the Personocalypse, and the yeah, it's like if you don't get what the Personocalypse is, I hope you understand that it's the end of this channel, presumably, because nobody's going to want to fucking watch this much Persona.
So how many are we doing? We're doing 10 episodes in how many days?
We're going to do the entire series, at least that's the hope.
You're gonna keep. It's gonna be a never ending. It's gonna be a Persona Ragnarok.
Oh, it's going to be daily until we fucking end, dude.
Oh God.
Well, you don't have to. You can refuse.
No, I refuse to refuse.
Yeah, that's right. You want to fucking finish this, don't you?
I want this to be done more than I want to retire, to have a house.
No, I want that more.
I want that more too, yeah.
I also do like just one quick thing. I do like that Yoshizawa in her avatar thing does make it look like the traffic cone in the background is a part of her bow.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
That's it.
Cute.
Anyway, let's take a look here.
Okay.
By the way, let's see. Oh no, it's way more than that. Oh, in fact, I should probably.
Oh my God, this is so many pages.
It's I told you it's 1,800 pages now, and I'm gonna have to create a second complete transcript thing, like a part 2, because it will not accept more changes.
Even Google Docs is like, no more.
Oh, Google Docs tried to shut me down for being inappropriate content.
Yeah.
And actually they did, okay, and they did get back to me pretty quick and undo that, which, yeah, I was pretty shocked about that too.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised because everything I've seen is that they're not very responsive to creators. Don't shut Doc's channel down just for my criticism. These are pretty light criticisms.
Oh, I feel like a lot of... Hey, you think YouTube watches these episodes? Deep mind is a thing.
That is true, yeah.
Please Google algorithm. We love you.
Mm-hmm. We only want you to be happy.
I'm your Morgana. You're the main character to my Morgana.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking long. No, it's still going here.
How many pages?
We're currently at 775.
Well, you can probably get to Yoshizawa's. Like, that's got to be like episode 35 or something, right?
No, I put it at the end of the thing here. You can see on the right side.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
It's a separate thing, and Yoshizawa was obviously. I didn't mix that in with the original thing because that's too much work. Whatever, I put it in its own section. Look, I got everything else pretty much separated and all that. Like, there you go.
900.
Yeah, for people that are watching at home, I'm looking at the many tabs and hey, check out the transcripts. They've been updated and they're cool.
Wow.
Except for the transcripts for these current episodes that you're currently watching, because part of the Personocalypse is the fact that I can't really put the transcripts out at the same. Look, it'll happen. It just look at the date when this was posted. If it's like a week later, you'll probably be fine.
This is such a what is happening even in this scene with Yoshizawa? It's nothing interesting. It's just complete.
Oh yeah. She doesn't want to join the group because she wants to focus on her gymnastics. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Which the other thing is they are about to be accused of murder, so maybe not a bad thing.
Smart choice.
Just like we all wanted to join the team and everything, but it's like we are about to be accused of murder.
Yes.
And due to the fact that the main characters do not have any public outreach to dispute that in any way, that's going to be a problem.
So Okamura is just dead, is that right? That is confirmed?
No. Remember, with Wakaba and with the principal guy, it's like they seemingly have at least some ability to choose when the people actually die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or go completely comatose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I guess what they're doing is it's probably going to be the date when Haru would have to be married to Haru's fiance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Great. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, why are we going to get more popular? That's the real question.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's been Ryuji's entire through line for the entire game.
He's been very consistent about that.
Even to the point of like pushing Morgana away.
I do respect that.
And he still don't give no fucks.
Yeah.
But that's of course because Morgana is the one who relented. I feel so bad for Morgana. He doesn't deserve this.
Regarding my father, I can't help but think about a lot of things when I'm just waiting.
Man.
Haru is such boring. Like she's in such a perilous situation right now, but she's still so boring. Like,
you know, and the funny thing is, it's just like, what do you think is going to happen when her dad dies? Oh well, that's okay, I guess.
yeah.
You know that's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Thieves are amazing.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's like, hey, the principal did die. That is something that we never really talked about too much now, is it?
Yeah. What? By the way, the Phantom, the principal dying, that was totally like, bald guy.
That was the result of presumably the Black Mask guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know.
Okay.
By the way, the death cult is coming along pretty nicely. Yes.
This is a realistic conversation.
Oh yeah, this is a real conversation that people have with other people. Let me just look at this on the other screen, so
right,
we can at least
thank you. Yeah,
we can at least see what's going on here. Okay. Here we go. No, this is in the tutorial area. By the way, you know, you were talking about how this game was created in order. Well, one of the things you got to remember is that the very first thing that we saw was the next palace. So they had to have like an idea of what it looked like and everything way early. Well, that's going to be interesting because I would think that that's actually probably.
I think they created that
going
scene
to be
at the very
actual.
end.
Like the actual first palace that they.
I think the thing that you see in like the opening cutscene where they're in the casino, I think they made that cutscene after they'd gotten to this point. Like they did it in order except for that early part.
But at the same time, it's just like they were showing off the very first tutorial area as part of like trailers back when the game was first announced and everything. So it had to have been created. Well, I suppose it did take quite a while to get to that point, but still. Anyway, I am looking through here. Remember that discussion we just had? There are a number of students in the school you shouldn't get involved with. Real lines from the game. Oh, boy. We should be going too. Don't want to get in the way of guiding this delinquent. Oh, man. It's some good times. No, I don't think they mentioned it anywhere around here. There's the will seed stuff. Maybe they mentioned it in one of the social links. I also do have all those here too.
Oh God. You don't.
Well, yeah, like take a look here.
You don't have to look this up.
Or are you looking at the
Yeah, and also this is a really great scene where just again like they just continue on with this gun transfer, and then they start talking about their families. Like, give me one of everything you've got. These illegal guns.
And also, I'm going to threaten your child. I'd like, you know.
Yeah, it's like, oh, classic mistake.
We haven't even gotten to the phone call that you get after the social link. Yes, it's happening again. Oh God, it never stops, does it?
They're just having this conversation
where he's just
about
like,
this guy being in the Yakuza, like with the.
No. I mean, I guess we'll get to that in about like 5 seconds. But fuck it, whatever. No, he's like, yeah. Now this guy knows what you look like. It's like he does. I was just in the store. I didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
Like, does he remember all of your customers? And assume that you're working intimately? Do you have that few customers?
Well, why didn't you just have him wait outside for 10 minutes? You've got a boss of...
Well, because they were in the back room.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He didn't know when he was going to be coming up there with all the cool information from that one guy. That one homeless guy who at least from what I remember now, has been maybe one of the most like enduring side characters that never gets like any actual... He appeared back in like the Kaneshiro arc, as well as one of the other homeless guys I remember too, who appeared in both the Kamoshida and Kaneshiro arcs. It's like I remember those characters so much more than I remember a lot of other ones.
I like this just conversation where this guy is just openly incriminating himself, and also the Yakuza guy is openly incriminating himself, instead of just I mean, just like if anyone is wearing a wire, which is technology that goes back like 80 years probably. Like if anyone,
a long time, sir.
Anyone is wearing any kind of wire just on their cell phone or whatever, then these people are all going to prison in a massive criminal conspiracy.
Oh, also, you got to remember that it's just like the first time that we talked to Iwai to start up his social link in the first place was when there were just two detectives hanging out outside of his place. You know, chilling. Just kind of like randomly going in there for no reason and accusing him of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was, of course, back before we stopped having side characters.
Yeah.
Man, remember when we had... Well, no, all the side characters are terrible. Just awful. Just the whole constant thing where it's just like... That was one of the predictions that I had. Main character or the Phantom Thieves get harassed for no reason.
Yeah.
That stopped happening.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of disappointing because it stopped happening because we stopped getting those side characters because they were just, I guess, inconvenient or the writers changed or something. Who knows?
Because we just stopped getting side characters, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like with MedJet, it's just like there was never any need to go talk to people on the street. We know we talked about people to figure out about Futaba, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, we just haven't really had any scenes where we're just like walking around or something.
Yeah, also...
I guess we did... No, we had the Hawaii.
Yeah. Nothing happened in Hawaii.
But I guess...
We just went there for no reason.
Yeah, but we didn't have anybody insult us for anything. That's kind of weird.
Uh-huh.
To think about it.
Also...
Anyway, let's just skip that day.
Yeah.
Weird editing on my part, but whatever.
Also that...
Whatever.
Iwai is such a one more boring, forgettable character. Like, okay, they've got these backstories, but it's like they don't have any like personality. They're just like going from point A to point B in the social link.
I mean, I said this before, but it's just like, this is the knowledge of the Yakuza from writers.